You're watching FISCalTv.
Good afternoon and welcome to FISCalTv. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jim Caselli. On today's show, we have some FISCal Learning Center updates, a new FLC commercial, Jennifer Benson has some Cybersecurity Awareness Month tips, David Tsymbal has some ticket trend information and a ServiceNow demo, and SCO's Ted Lambert has a SARD division update. Let's get started with some new and updated training content that's recently been added to the FISCal Learning Center. Job aids and materials. FISCal 079, configuring Microsoft Excel Smart View settings for Hyperion and single sign-on, has been updated. FISCal 117, edit budget request data directly in Hyperion, has been updated. FISCal 176, set up Advance to Office Revolving Fund in FISCal has been updated. FISCal 228, Year-End Report 7, Pre-Closing Trial Balance Report has been updated. FISCal 341, Uploading Budget Templates in Hyperion has been updated. FISCal 425, GLKK Mismatch Identification has been updated. FISCal 436, Create a Regular Voucher using Special Handling Instructions has been updated. FISCal 440, FISCal PFA functionality has been updated. FISCal 475, How to Use the Requisition Work Center has been updated. FISCal 542, ARF Transfer Request Form Workflow is new. And FISCal 543, Program Disbursement Activity Report is new. Online classes. How to complete a flipped classroom curriculum is new. Curriculum. Maintaining vouchers has been updated. Videos. FISCalTv episode 48, September 2023 is new. Link and login information. You can access the FISCal Learning Center at the address on your screen. If you have any questions, please contact the FISCal Client Training section at FISCal Learning Center at fiscal.ca.gov. The FLC is limited to authorized users. Please log in using your FISCal credentials. The FLC has a new commercial for us. Here it is.
First section of the flipped classroom done. What was that?
You know there's more you can do, right?
You mean, there's more than just the required lectures and demos?
For sure. Check this out. A gift, for finishing the section.
A gift? Cool. Let's see what it is.
You have unlocked supplemental materials and training.
Here you'll find optional learning content related to what you've just completed. Simulations offer step-by-step guided learning of FISCal processes. Exercises are quick activities to help you remember what you've learned. Job aids, workflows and infographics will also help you on your journey.
Be sure to check for this content after finishing each section. Also, Job Aid FISCal.512 can assist in navigating flipped classrooms.
Awesome. Now, if I only knew where to go to get more details. For more information on training material and learning resources, go to FISCal Learning Center at fiscal.ca.gov.
Thanks to the FLC for that. And you can watch this commercial again when we post this episode of FISCalTv to our YouTube channel in a couple of days. October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, a global effort to help everyone stay safe and protected when using technology whenever and however you connect. FISCal is proud to champion this online safety and education initiative. Jennifer Benson is here with some cybersecurity tips. Jennifer, welcome to FISCalTv. Thanks again for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Jim.
Well, I know that October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and I also noticed that you have some information there on your background that's probably very beneficial to everyone. You want to go through that?
Sure. So welcome everybody. If you haven't, I haven't introduced myself before. I'm Jennifer Benson, the Chief Information Security Officer for FISCal. And I'm excited to talk a little bit about Cybersecurity Awareness Month. It's the 20th anniversary this October. It's a national awareness month, so FISCal has been taking part in that. Part of that awareness month is making sure we get information out to everybody in the department about some things that you can do to stay safe. So one of those things, some of these things are pretty simple and you're probably already using. Multi-factor authentication is a form of authentication, is a second factor in addition to your password. Most of you already use multi-factor authentication. You also hear people call it MFA. With FISCal, you'll be using MFA through your phone. You sign in to email, and then you'll get a second factor on your phone. Another way to stay safe is to use strong passwords or passphrases. I know all of you have probably received a password that when you first get an account that says password 123, make sure you change that. That's a pretty easy password to crack. Use simple passphrases that you can remember is a good technique that many people use. Update your software. Fortunately, with FISCal laptops, we handle the software updates through our infrastructure programs office. So we take care of that for you for your laptops.
Jennifer, thanks. That's great information. You know, last time you were here, you talked about what you're doing regarding end user security awareness. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. As a FISCal employee, we have a security awareness training program. The program starts with a new user as an employee. So when you come on board, we have modules that you'll receive as part of your onboarding as a new employee. And then throughout the year, we also simulate phishing so that we can evaluate the characteristics of our users and improve our security awareness training. And I'm excited to announce this year we added a new module to our security awareness training, which is more of a gamifying module that should make the next year's annual training a little bit more fun for everybody. So we're excited to get that rolled out.
Jennifer, thanks again for all the information. And as we said earlier, October, Cybersecurity Awareness Month, but as we all know, it's not just a 1-month issue, it's a 12-month issue. So thanks again for all the information, and thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me, and I look forward to our next interview.
Thank you again. David Tsymbal is back with us today, and he has some ticket news and a ServiceNow demo. Here's David.
Hi, Jim. It's good to be back. Today I'll be discussing a few of the recent ticket trends and the self-service portal.
And David, what do the recent ticket trends look like?
I'll be primarily discussing the ticket themes over the last quarter. We have done some analysis and wanted to walk the users through easy solutions to common recurring problems. The majority of tickets that we receive are access related. This came in at 44% of all tickets over the last quarter. These can be anything from password resets, new accounts, security question issues, or any other access-related issue. For access issues, reaching out to the FSC with a phone call or email is still the best way to ensure quick resolution. The second major category of tickets was transaction support tickets at 17% of all of them. In this group, we break it down further to see that 17% of these issues were with deposits in the accounts receivable module. Alongside this, 16% of the transaction support tickets were user support in the accounts payable module. Most of these were related to vouchers and other AP-related issues. The final trend of tickets in transaction support tickets were employment record changes. These labor distribution record updates came in at 5% of all transaction support issues. I'm going to go through some quick, easy resolutions in case you have one of these issues. For accounts receivable, the common cases we receive are usually on how to properly process remittances, reverse remittance transactions, and correcting transactions with $0 deposits. While we understand that these processes are not always the most straightforward, to avoid issues, we recommend that users assign the appropriate request type, enter the legal authority and the reason for the request, and provide all the required documentation that is requested. We also have some job aids that can assist you. For remittances or reversing remittances, please refer to job aids 391A as in alpha and 391D as in delta. For corrections with $0 deposits, the best job aids would be 391B as in beta and 391E as in epsilon. We hope this assists our accounts receivable users with common issues. As previously mentioned, 16% of transaction support tickets that came in were in the accounts payable module as well. The AP unit receives a lot of tickets for assistance in closing MAN catch-up vouchers. Here are 3 tips from the analysts that they want the users to know in regard to these issues. Firstly, ensure that you are reviewing the voucher to see that the voucher is in the posted and approval status. Secondly, if it is related to advance account, we need to ensure that the voucher has not been replenished before. And finally, the best job aid to assist with closing MAN vouchers is job aid 473. The final module I would like to discuss today is labor distribution. The LD analyst would like to discuss issues associated with setting up or updating employee IDs. For updating employee IDs, users can use the employee's 9-digit social security number to access the employee ID maintenance page. By doing this, users can check if an employee exists in the system or not. That is the same page where users can create a new employee if they don't exist in the system. For any assistance, users can use Job Aid 207 as a guide or reach out to the FISCal Service Center. While transaction support were a major part of the tickets we received during the last quarter, 8% of all tickets were also how-tos. These are tickets across all modules where users simply needed help walking through the process of transactions.
Wow, thanks for sharing all that information, David. It sure looks like your team stays busy with all of these different types of tickets. Tell us more about the self-service portal.
Sure. We wanted to start off by thanking the users for using the portal. The portal is extremely user-friendly, and we have noticed that more users are taking advantage of this resource. Today, I'll be doing a brief demo on how simple it is to use the portal and the benefits of it. Let's get started. As you can see, this is the self-service portal on ServiceNow. There is a lot of useful information here, and it is very simple for users to use. To start off, right here on the left, you will see Knowledge. If you click on this, you will be able to access the entire knowledge base within FISCal. On here, you can see a lot of different job aids, like I just mentioned in the previous segment, and you can look them up right there in the knowledge base. Alongside this, you'll also see the departmental dashboard. This is available just to departmental authorities or designees, also known as DADs, or other users that DADs have requested to have access. With this dashboard, if you are a departmental authority or designee and would like to grant someone access, simply send an email to the FISCal Service Center and we can grant them access. Now, the most important portion of the self-service portal is the submitting a ticket portion. If you click on Submit a Ticket, you can create your own tickets and bypass the first in, first out process that we have in the FISCal service email address inbox. So if you go here, you completely bypass the email and you can directly assign the ticket to the module that it's supposed to go to. So if you scroll down and click on which module, if you know, are you having an issue in, you can select it and send it to the appropriate module. You simply need to fill out the required fields and send the ticket in by clicking Submit. Once the ticket has been submitted, on here you will see reflected the estimated time of closure once the analyst puts it in. So you will know roughly when the ticket is supposed to be completed and what progress has already been done. As well as that, you can also add users to the watch list so they can see what is going on with your ticket, and you can also see what is going on with your ticket. The final thing is once a ticket has been submitted, you can go in and update your ticket, whether that means closing it or simply adding more information or screenshots. You can do that at any time. This portal is supposed to be very simple to use, so if you have any issues, please do reach out to the FISCal Service Center, and we hope that this portal makes your day-to-day job in FISCal easier.
David, thanks so much for that information. Of course, it's a lot of great information, and self-service portal seems like a no-brainer for people to use to submit their tickets. I'm also glad to hear that we have an uptick in people using the self-service portal. So once again, thanks for being with us. And I'd like to tell our viewers, if you have any questions about what you saw or heard today, just reach out to the FSC with any questions. Thanks again, David.
Not a problem. Always happy to be here.
SCO's Ted Lambert is here with some SARD updates. Here's Ted. Ted, thanks for being with us again on FISCalTv. It's always great to see you.
Nice to see you too, Jim.
Okay, in our interviews from the last couple of months, you've been sharing with us your recent successes from your team's efforts to improve and streamline how you handle transaction approvals from departments at the SCO's State Accounting and Reporting Division. Can you refresh our memory on what you've been doing?
Yeah, so we did a demo on FISCalTv, I want to say back in June, maybe early summer. And we talked about consolidating transactions at departments, certain types of transactions. So we've done that, and our partner departments have participated in that. What that's done is greatly improved our turnaround time and reduced staff hours that were spent reviewing multiple transactions. We were departments that had thousands of transactions, we've consolidated into one. So I think it's really important that we thank those departments. That's Parks, DGS, Secretary of State, ARB, and a couple other departments that have greatly improved the ability to make efficient time of our resources.
Ted, that's great news. Are you able to share your results from these efforts?
Yeah, as we mentioned last month, we had cut our turnaround times in half, and we did that for July and August. In September, I'm happy to announce that on average, we have a same-day turnaround time.
And it sure seems like you're really focusing on improving SARD's relationship with departments. Tell me a little bit about how you're prioritizing updates.
Yeah, so we're really looking at departments as our partners. With that, we put out a SurveyMonkey a couple months ago asking to get feedback. We're going to do that more in the future. We also asked that departments sign up for our listserv for our monthly announcement that we send out. So along those lines, we're trying to communicate with departments as much as possible, get feedback, and make future updates as much as possible.
Yeah, I remember on our last show you said that the SurveyMonkey was a big help to you guys getting department feedback and being able to respond and make improvements that they suggested.
Yeah, we're trying to be as responsive as possible, taking feedback, seeing where we can make changes, and then, if possible, implement those changes.
Ted, I also hear you have a lot going on right now in tracking tax collections. Give us a little bit more info on that.
Yeah, so on a regular basis, on a daily basis, we track receipts for the state of California. As everybody knows, a typical tax year, you turn in your returns around April 15th. This year, because of storms and other disasters, it got moved to October 16th, and then it got pushed out another month to November 16th. So we continue on a daily basis to track those receipts, and we have multiple control agencies looking at those numbers coming in to see how well they are performing against projections from Department of Finance.
Ted, this is all great news. Thanks so much for joining us today, as always. And I look forward to seeing you on our next episode of FISCalTv.
Thank you, Jim. I'll join you then.
That's our show for today. I'd like to thank Jennifer Benson, David Tsymbal, and Ted Lambert for being with us. And as always, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you would like to see this or any of our FISCalTv episodes, you can find them on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to let your colleagues know about us. And from everyone here at FISCalTv, thanks again for joining us. We'll see you in December for our combined November-December edition of FISCalTv.